All right, I think I'm joined with the homie right now, representing Cynthiana, Kentucky. New album,
Yo,
Vibe
yeah.
List, available all
Yes,
digital
sir.
music platforms. The homie Sirius Black, what's good?
Chilling, bro. Living life, man. To anyway, you know.
Yeah, thank you so much, man, for being on the show, man. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you, Doc, man. It's a great opportunity. I've been hearing good things, man. It's an honor to be a dog and just they
Yeah,
represent, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I've been trying to get you on this show for quite a while, man. Probably for a year or so. I've
Yes, sir.
I've heard of you through some other artists. One in particular, Billy Thomas. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
and I think he shared some of your music, and I'm like, you know what, I need to check this dude out. And then co-workers in Georgetown tell me about you, um, and I'm like, okay, this serious black dude, he got something going. You know, he's from Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Yeah.
When you think of Cynthiana, you think of the dude from The Walking Dead, obviously.
Right. Right. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
there's
Robert
more.
Kirkman, man. Shout out to him too. Shout out
So,
to him too for working hard, dude.
so,
Making something happen.
and now here you are doing your thing. I like what I hear, man. I did get a chance to play Strangers before the technical difficulties came to play,
Okay.
but I did manage to play some of the songs, so at least it was heard in some capacity. Um, Now you got a lot going on with you. Vibe List, your latest record, is out. We'll get into that in a matter of moments. But first things first, how did you get started into being a hip hop artist, man? How did it start off for you?
Man, well, I'm the baby brother out of my family. My middle oldest brother, he was a he was into rap, man. Like he loved hip hop. You could always hear him playing 50 Cent Massacre. When he first dropped, he popped that straight in the CD and
Hmm.
got in trouble by my mom because of it. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't care. He just loved it. And he finally started rapping and getting into it. Him and his homies, and they would they got a mic and they managed to get a laptop uh, and work the program themselves. Like they figured everything out by themselves, and they came up with their own method, and they started to work together in this neighborhood that nobody thought nobody could get out of, you know. And it inspired me to really chase it. And I was a dancer at first. I wasn't really a rapper. I've been dancing since I was 9, and I just love music so much that I couldn't help but go to it. And when I finally did, my mother told me, you know, always be real. You know, don't always follow the crowd when it comes to this music stuff and everything. So since then, man, 16, I really hit it. Got on the mic. I had to learn. I had to find my flow. I had to find who I was. You know what I'm saying? But eventually it caught up. And, man, I say right now, I put it all on the people around me, dog. And, yeah, I put it all on people around me who supported me, that pushed me to do this. And we here. So,
That is definitely what impressed me about you. Not only that you rap, but you dance. I'm like, you caught me off guard with the dancing part, and you still spitting these bars. I'm like, man, yeah,
yeah,
that
man.
that, that takes a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
that takes a lot of cardio to pull that off. You know,
Yeah,
so
man. Trust me. Tired. We tired sometimes.
yeah, so that's dope, man, and
Yeah, man.
you definitely on the grind. You're doing your thing. You did a show a couple days ago, and for people that haven't got a chance to see you perform before, I've seen you
hmm
perform multiple times.
hmm
Um, what can people expect when they see Sirius Black on that stage, going out there and performing?
Man, mostly engagement. You know, energy. It's like I'm a, I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off the music, but at the same time, I feed off of what people give me, and it's like, man, it's a different feeling when you're on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that when you're on stage, and it's like you got everybody staring at you and they waiting on you. They challenging you right then and there, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love to take that in and show people what I got. So when you come to a Serious Black show, just expect to see something you probably never seen before, and you're probably gonna think, man, I didn't know that it was going down like this. and I didn't know it was gonna be energy like this. It's real. It's real, and every bit of it coming straight, coming straight from me, man. And I inspire and I work to keep the crowd pumping. So yeah, just be ready to sweat. Like I say.
That is the exact reaction I got when I first saw you perform. And I've seen you perform in Lexington. I've seen you perform in Paris. And you definitely have a lot of energy, and you have a message. You got substance. You're lyrical with it, and and people. A lot of people are talking about you. And, people know who Sirius Black is and what's he all about and what he brings to the table to this rap thing locally. And you've created quite a buzz for yourself. It takes a lot of hard work. Everybody knows that being a local artist could be challenging at times, but
yeah.
it's just a matter who wants it a little bit more. And you fit in that mold as far as artists that wants it more. So and the music speaks for itself. Vibeless is the name of your recent release record. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this project, man. What was it like working on it, and what made you decide to name this project Vibeless?
Man, like, I don't know. Believe it or not, I dropped an album called Shade, and like immediately after I dropped it, something hit me. Something hit me and was like, dude, like I want to do a second album, and I want to name it. I want to name it something that like people can connect to, and it's like Vibeless. Like, what is it? Like a playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like you got songs that you listen to that speak to you in different ways, but it's all for a different situation that's going on in your life, or maybe something like that. And I call it Vibeless because like every song I plan for you to catch the vibe of what I'm speaking on, but not just be like, I see his life, but I don't have no relation on what's going on with him. But I want you to connect with me. Like, I want you to see the things that I go through, and I want to understand the things that you go through. So by doing that, I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life, and this is my vibe list, the playlist to my life. You know what I'm saying? So after that, dog, it was a wrap. I got my homie Jake Stevens from Fire Entertainment, man. We hopped in there. Shout out to Big Zoe and everything down there, dog. Lexington.
Yeah.
We got in there and we worked, bro. I got a song on there, Strangers. You already heard it, dog. Strangers.
Oh yeah.
Blueprint, man. Home Team, dog, and the list goes on. And like on the real, I got a whole new sound that nobody ever heard of. I'm not gonna say nothing for real yet, but I performed it at my show 2 days ago, and let me just say the crowd went lit. But man, I don't know. It just hit me. I put it on the record. It came down. People went up. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it.
Shout out to Fire Entertainment. Shout out to the homie Big Zoe. Just heard that he's about to go on tour, man. About to perform and stuff. So it's just proof that, man, that Kentucky hip hop, man, they're doing it out there. So props to Zoe and Fire Entertainment as always. So as far as the reaction that you've been getting from Vibeless, what are some of the fans' favorite songs off the project that people have been telling you?
Well, most of them have been, I got a record on there called Chasing Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote that song because, like, obviously Chasing Dreams, you know, you're sacrificing your time. You're giving everything you got. I mean, 100% and maybe more. And it's like no one understands how much you go through just to reach something better than a dream chaser. And I count myself as a dream chaser. And so when I say that, I'm speaking to everybody who ever wanted something in life and is going and getting it right now, or who wants to go get it but is too scared to go get it. You can't let nothing hold you up. And that's what I speak about in the song, and just like how things switched up for me when I finally clicked and said, I'm going to go chase my dream. So people really connected with that. Strangers got 1,000 streams in the first month. When I dropped it, that blew me out. I was like, goodness gracious, that's a blessing, man. That was great. But so those two songs really stood out on the thing, and I see why, and I'm glad it did.
So that's definitely awesome. Chasing Dreams. I haven't heard that one yet, but I'm gonna listen to it now that you put it out there. So and that's definitely a testament. That's always going to be some trials and tribulations, ups and downs. Nothing in
Yeah,
life comes easy. That in order to get what you want, you gotta want it. You can't,
yeah.
either you get it or someone's gonna get it from you. So,
Mhm.
it's survivor of the fittest. And I know that's hip hop is, people is support here and there,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's also competitive too, and people want to get themselves out there. So,
yeah.
but I get it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of a lot of people. I'm all for the competitive stuff, but as long as people, putting food on their plates, then I'm good.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't
Yes,
want.
sir. Everybody eat, man. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's we've witnessed in way too many feuds out here in 2018. So, but I get it. It is what it is. It's the competitive nature to it. People try to strive. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it is what it is. So obviously, in order to take whatever it is that you do, you definitely gotta have that support. You got a lot of support, obviously. I want
Mhm.
I want to talk about the friendship you have with Billy Thomas. He's a good
Yeah,
friend of mine. I know him from a band that he was a part of, All Little Pieces,
yeah, yeah.
and that's how I heard of you through him. He's posting,
Mhm.
sharing your music and everything. Like, what's it like to have a guy like him, who's a fellow musician himself, you know, supporting you the way that he does, getting yourself out there and stuff?
Man, I tell you something. Like, I've never respected another man in my life more than this man because just on the fact that when we met, we didn't know each other. We was complete strangers. And we met, and like instantly, like he had the same sense of humor as me, and like we instantly started clicking. And then we got into the music thing. Found out he was in a band and stuff like that. I went to a couple of his shows. And I rode with him. And he returned the favor more than I could ever be grateful for. Like, I think that he would go with me, man. Like he would go with me to different events. I'm talking about like shows all the way. We drive an hour or two. He drove all the way to Atlanta and back to get me to a show, man. Like he's dedicated so much time and so much of his effort. Just being there as a best friend and being there as a cameraman. Also, he's my security and just making sure I'm safe. And like he never fails. He never fails to show up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can always count on him. So people like that, real people, you don't come across in this world like that. It's rare. It is rare. So anybody who's willing to do something like that or just show you that they're that real, and and also the man respect back, because if you know Billy, that's a big man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he, yeah. So he's just a cool guy all around, and I couldn't be more blessed to have him, man. And we in it for the long run. We already spoke about it, dog. That's my homie, bro. Might as well call him my brother. So
Brother from another mother. You can call him that
yeah.
too.
Yes, sir.
So so as we now in the fall season, it's gonna get cold. Hoodie season, as many people, including myself, like to call it. What's next for Sirius Black as we get to the last couple of months in 2018? What else you got next?
Man, well, I got this coming Wednesday. I'm gonna try to put on a pop-up concert for the kids because I just had a lot reach out to me, and they're supporting me that way, like middle schools and even like elementary schools. It's crazy, like how much love is being showed, and they want a concert. So I'm gonna try to put on a pop-up concert for them in my hometown, and then I have a I have a performance in New York City. I've never been to New York City, but this is my first time going. I'll be going to New York City October 22nd to perform at this place called the Movement Space, and the host of it is DJ Drewski, and he's done been he's done hosted 97.1 and many other familiar shows. Like, and he's popping right now. He done did so many shows. He done did so many interviews, different shows, and it's just great that he's giving me this opportunity. So I'm going down there to do that, and then California in January, and Nashville in February, my birthday month, and we're just gonna try to keep pushing, dog. Next year, man, I ain't gonna say nothing yet, but just know you're gonna be seeing Sirius Black on the billboard, dog, and it ain't gonna be no games being played, man.
Man, so you definitely gonna be in for quite the traveling in the coming
Yes,
months.
sir.
You're gonna be in New
Yes,
York,
sir.
Tennessee, California. So and this is a dude from Kentucky, Cynthiana, Kentucky. Now, obviously, when you think of Kentucky, this is what people outside thinks. They think bourbon, they think horse races, and they think college basketball. You
Yeah.
know, but there's more to us than those three things. Now, not everybody likes all the above. There's other
Hmm.
options out there, but Kentucky, we got some very good music right now, and people are going to eventually know what we all about. So I'm just
Yes, sir.
saying. So shout out to you. Vibe List is available on all digital music platforms.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't heard it by now, go listen to it. And before I let you go, man, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media feeds as far as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and where else can people hear Sirius Black out there?
Bet. Well, y'all, you can check me out at www.soseriousblack.com, or you can go to my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram. All of it's at So Serious Black, same thing. Just remember, if you vibing with me, you vibing with somebody real, and I appreciate you for keeping it real with me. So, thank y'all, dog. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Continued success. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to Avicii Clothing as well. Shout out to those people.
Yes, sir.
And continued success, brother. And you enjoy the rest of your night.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the opportunity again, dog. You too.